This is one of our cobnuts. Unfortunately, it blew down in the recent storm, and so I've given it a hard prune, lifted it back into position, put down a heavy dressing of compost and then mulch. I'm just firming up the ground now. I'm confident it will make a full recovery. It's one of a number of trees that got damaged in the recent storm, Storm Darragh. Now, Storm Darragh was quite unusual. It started in the south, swung round to the west, then to the north, then to the east, and then back round, doing a full 360 degrees. It lasted quite a long time, about 48 hours, and sometimes there were sustained winds of over 90 miles an hour. But in the scheme of things, I think we got away quite lightly. In the locality, there was a lot of structural damage. Now, I think we did well because we've been careful in how we've contoured the land and how we've planted trees, both deciduous and conifer, with a view to lifting the wind and creating microclimates for our gardens, for our orchards and for our buildings. And so today I'm going to continue with that work. I'm going to plant some more pine trees. Now, pine trees are particularly useful because they lift the wind all year round. And I'm planting them in key locations so they're not going to shade the crops, rather just provide a protective upper canopy layer. Now, it'll be at least 10 years before they come into their own, but all being well, for future generations, they will provide protection from future storms. So I begin by removing and setting aside the turf. And then the hard work begins. Digging. Now you can see how little topsoil we have on this part of the plot. It's basically shale just below the surface, which really highlights how well we've done to establish our forest gardens, our orchards and our vegetable gardens. Once the hole is dug, I start layering in compost and topsoil before adding the tree. Note that I tease out the tree roots from where they have formed to the shape of the pot. This will help them grow outward into the soil. I then fill in the rest of the hole and heel in the tree. Once the tree is in place, I add a ring of stones to define a mulch area. And then add more compost and a deep layer of wood chip to feed the tree in its early years. As it gets older, I will expand the mulch area and continue to add biomass in order to help the tree establish a healthy root system. There we are. Lessons on your journey, little tree. If you've enjoyed this video, check out our other off-grid homesteading offers at www.lamasearthcentre.co.uk.